This video is to show you how to make a pop-up light up house. This version is blank so that you can decorate it yourself. You should already have the template, but if you don't, a link to get it is in the comments below the video. In order to do this project, you will need some adhesive copper tape, some glue, scissors, 3-volt button cell battery, an LED, any color is fine, and then you'll need the template that I mentioned. So the template looks like this. It comes in multiple pages. I've labeled a few things to begin with to make things go a little bit quicker in the video. Okay, so these first 2 pages of the template I have actually already cut out and folded for you just to move things along. So I'm just going to move these out of the way so you can see what I have done. There is a page here as guidance for folding, and there is a base sheet that you will need. Okay, so to begin with, this is the base sheet, and you'll notice these dotted lines. That type of dotted line means to do a fat valley fold like this. So I'm going to start by folding my base sheet like this. And, oh, I did not do a great job with the fold. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So my base sheet is folded like that. I'll set that down for a quick sec. You'll notice that these indicate mountain folds, and I have, like I said, already gone ahead and cut this out. This one's a valley fold, and done all the folds. So you'll want to do that yourself in your own template. And as a reminder, these are blank so that you can decorate the house yourself. And I'll explain that a little bit more as we go. So, okay, I'm going to move these pieces out of the way, and we're going to work a little bit on the electrical part. So, let me move this out of the way too. This right here means that you should put electrical copper wire on the template. That is in fact what I'm going to do here. So you go ahead and take your wire and you measure it, take your scissors and cut. We're going to need, as you can see here, 2 pieces. Okay, then take this and separate out the copper tape from the adhesive backing. And this is going to go right there. Now, I wasn't exact, which is okay. Do the best you can. I went a little bit too far there. Here, the main thing is simply to make sure that you cover this part here, because there's going to be another piece of copper wire going right there. So now I'll do the same with the other side. So there is room for a little bit of error on this. Okay, so this piece is going to go right here. And with this one, the main thing is that, well, both of them need to cover the area where the LED is going to go. This one needs to cover beneath where you can see the circle where the battery is going to go. Okay, so the battery is going to get taped down right here. And we need a couple pieces of tape to hold it down about that long. Just going to kind of measure that out. And let's see, about this. And then what I'm going to do is cut the tape in half. Now the trick with taping down the battery is you need to leave part of the top of the battery exposed so that it can make an electrical connection. So I'm going to put some tape on this side to hold the battery down. It's actually okay if you cover some of the copper wire there. That's not a big deal at all. And I'm going to put some right here. And the trick is that I left some of the battery exposed while still keeping the battery secure there. So that's the trick there. Okay, and then the next step is, we can do the LED or this next, but maybe I'll do the LED next. So with the LED, oh, I forgot to show you. I should have shown you this earlier. You need to make sure that your LED actually works and that your battery works. Don't go any farther if they don't. So I'm testing this by taking my LED. Notice that this is the longer side, this is the positive side, and this is the negative side. With LEDs, positive and negative do matter. The top of the battery is labeled positive, so touch the top to the positive side and the bottom to the negative side, and that shows you that both of them are working. Okay, so you'll notice here I've got positive and negative on the template as well. So just remember that, because once you bend the leads like this, it can be difficult to remember. So I'm going to go ahead and put the LED on like this, and I'm going to take a little tape and I'm going to glue down the LED on this side, and I'm going to glue, or tape down, I mean, the LED on this side. Okay, and then the next trick here is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the one here, and it's going to get glued to the one there. And the trick here is to line these up like so. We're going to put some copper tape on here, and then this is going to come over and get glued down like that, and that's going to be your battery cover. So I'm going to get one more piece of copper tape and measure this out. Okay. And this sits right here. Now the key here from this moment on is to make sure that your LED lights, because these things can be finicky, so you don't want to move on at any point if your LED is not lighting. So I'm going to put this over, and this lit beautifully, as you can see. If it's not lighting, you can try pulling up the tape, pushing down here, kind of bending it forward, backward, test out different things. If you think you might have put the LED on backwards, you can pull it up and flip it around. So do make sure that it's lighting as you go. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now that this is lighting is go ahead and put a little glue on my number 2 and glue it to number 2 on the template, again making sure that this thing is lighting the whole way. Now things that you can do before you move on here. You can decorate this, and you can decorate the area that's going, this is going to be the area around the house. Supplied here are some extra art pieces which you can cut out and glue down. So for example, you could cut out this I wrote battery cover on it, but you could actually decorate it and write press here, cut this out and glue that right there, and then you can cut out this side of the battery cover. Again, decorate it, don't write battery cover on it, that's not lovely, and glue that here. Or you can just directly decorate on top of here. You know, so for the moment, I think I'm just going to write press here, which doesn't look great, but it gives you a sense that you can directly decorate right on top of here. And then there's this wire cover here as well. So you can cut this out. You can use scissors or a hole punch to cut that hole. And this thing can be laid directly over right here to cover your wires so you don't see them. So, and again, these are separate because sometimes it's easier to decorate these separately and glue them on. Okay, so the next part of making the house involves putting the house actually together. So I have these pieces. Let me move my base out of the way for a moment. And these pieces are going to be connected. So you'll see I have a 3 here, and it says glue 3 behind here. So that's pretty simple. I'm just going to take this and that goes like that. And then there's a couple of others, glue 6 behind here, glue 5 behind here, and glue 4 behind here. So I will do that. So there's before. Here's 5. And oh, I hadn't folded this mountain fold here for 6, so I will do that now. Put a little bit of glue on 6. And this is actually this simple. This actually results in your house, which is great. It's super simple to put together. So that's like that. Now again, you can decorate the house before or after you glue it together. It's probably easier to decorate it before you glue it together. But this gives you a sense of what it's going to look like. And then again, you can decorate the inside before or after you glue it together, but these pieces are provided because it's probably easier to do this. So these are the 2 ceiling pieces, so you can decorate those, cut them out, and glue them right inside there. And then the inside front pieces will go here, and the inside back pieces right there. There's the inside attic that you can do. You know, there's a lot of ways you can do that. If you're using marker that's going to go through, you almost certainly want to use the separate pieces and glue them on. All right, so those are for the decoration, and now we're going to put the whole thing together. So this is really very simple. There's the 8, you glue the 8 behind here. Here's the 7, glue the 7 behind here. And that, oh, just checking that still lights, which it does beautifully. And this is going to get glued down like this. Yep, and that's still going. It's a little bit wet. I'm just going to turn off the lights a little bit here so you can see that it's lighting up. So you can see the light coming through nicely. And this is still a little bit wet, but we'll show you the pop-up effect here, which is nice. So let it dry, but once you let it dry, the house pops up really beautiful and you get this nice light up house. If you want to put on a decoration on the roof, like a bird, there is that decoration right here. And actually, I will show you how to do that. So let me just get, here's another copy of my extra art pieces. I'll just cut this out for you really quickly. So what you'll want to do with this one is put something on it, like I put on like a bird or something, but whatever you want to put on the top of the house, you would put. So I'm going to fold this like this, and you can do the 2 sides of whatever the item is. So you can draw something there, and then put a little glue to glue it together, and then a little bit of glue here. And this piece can really just sit right there for whatever your item is. Again, that's an optional piece, obviously not required, but that can sit there and be a bird or, I don't know, whatever you would put on the top of the house. So like that. And then again, this works really nice. Turn off some of the lights. Close your card, reopen it, press here, and you get the nice lighting. And you can decorate all of this. You can put some message on the front. And that is your pop-up house.